Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to share a detailed explanation of the types of constraints in Primavera P6. I will not only explain what they are, but also when and how to use them effectively. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how to apply constraints in your project schedule. In Primavera P6, constraints are used to set specific restriction on the start or finish dates of activities. They help you manage deadlines, contractual obligations, or dependencies in your project schedule. So you can see we have here the primary constraints and we have the secondary constraints. Actually, secondary constraint is optional and not, you can say, is used to add a additional or an additional condition to the activity. This provide more control when scheduling activities and ensures that they adhere to multiple constraints uh, if necessary. Okay, so secondary constraint must always uh, complement our primary constraints common obligations, including like let's suppose a primary constraint is finish on or before. The secondary constraint might be start on or after. Okay, so first we will take the overview about the explanation of all these constraints which we have in a Primavera P6. Now move to the types of constraints in Primavera P6. First, we have a start on definition. Forces an activity to start on a specific date, overriding the calculated early start date. Use use when an activity has to start on a fixed date due to the external factors like resource availability or client requirements. Example, an inspection activity must begin on April 10th, 2025, regardless of other dependencies. Okay. Second, we have finish on. Actually, force an activity to finish on an specific date, overriding the calculated early finish date. So when we should use when an activity's finish date is critical, okay, such as contract milestones or the delivery deadlines. Example, a project deliverable must be completed by June 15, 2025 to meet the contractual deadline. Number third, we have a start on or after. It's a early start constraint. Its definition ensures that an activity cannot start before the specified date. Okay, so use when an activity has a defined earlier start date due to the constraint like a permit, equipment availability, or resources allocation. Example, excavation work cannot start before January 5, 2025 because a permit is required. So next, number four, we have a finish on or after late finish constraint. Ensures that an activity cannot finish before the specified date. When we should use when the earliest finish date of an activity must align with other dependencies. Landscaping can only finish after April 20th, 2025 as weather conditions improve by that date. Okay, so at number five we have a start on or before. It's mean late start constraint. Ensures that an activity cannot start after the specified date. Used to make sure an activity begins by the specific date to avoid delays in the project schedule. Example, A training session must start no later than May 1st, 2025 to ensure the team is prepared for a follow-up task. Okay, so next, number 6, we have finish on or before. Early finish constraints ensures that an activity cannot finish after the specified date. Used to meet deadlines are contractually required finish dates for specific activities. Example, a product shipment must be completed by 30th July 2025 to meet the delivery commitment. So finish on or before. Next we have 7 number mandatory start. So definition, fix the start date of an activity ignoring logic relationship and calculated start dates. Use carefully for activities that are absolutely fixed in time and have no flexibility. Example, a groundbreaking ceremony must occur on February 10, 2025, regardless of the project progress. Number 8, mandatory finish definition fixes the date of a finish date of an activity ignoring the logic relationship and calculated finish date. Use carefully for the activity with non-negotiable deadlines. A government inspection must concluded by October 30th, 2025. Okay, so next we have as late as possible. Definition, delays an activity start and finish as much as possible without delaying the project critical path. Use for non-critical activities that can float fairly without impacting the project schedule. Example, non-essential training can be delayed to utilize resources more effectively for the critical task. Next, we have key points to remember. Hard constraints, for example, mandatory start and finish. These are the hard constraints. These ignore activity relationship, which can disrupt the logical flow of the schedule. Use them carefully. Soft constraints, for example, start on or after. These respect relationship are preferred for maintaining schedule integrity. Impact on the schedule, after applying constraint, always schedule the project and review the schedule log for the constraint violation or conflicts. Number 4, we have a critical path and total flow. Constraints can affect the critical path and reduce the total flow for activities. Monitor these changes carefully. Now move to the Primavera P6 and let's take some examples. Let's suppose here we have the resource mobilization, or let's suppose this we here we have a site clearance and let's assign the start on, okay, or uh, start on. Okay, if I will choose the start on constraint for this site clearance, so you can see we have a here a symbol. This is the star. Okay, this is actually it's indicate that on this activity we have assigned a constraint. Okay, so we have choose the start on. It's mean that this activity will not uh, care about the predecessor, because these activities depend on the resource mobilization. When resource mobilization will complete it, because we have a fs relationship, okay, so then it should start the site clearance. But if we have a start on constant, so it's not going to wait for the wait to finish for the predecessor. It will be started on 8th January. Okay, so next, take example one more, please. Finish on again, you can see 24 January 2025. So if this activity will be late, so it's not going to it will ignore about the late finish. Okay, it must be complete on 24th January. Okay, Even you can, if you click on here, so you can change the dates as well, you can see, and you can choose the required constraints for your schedule. Okay, you can see immediately start, so if you even you can choose the date from here. Okay, so this was the very simple overview for the constraint types in Primavera P6 and how to use them and when to use them. Okay, I hope everything is clear related to the constraints. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.